These days, you'd be a fool to leave a movie theater before the credits finished rolling at the end of any given movie. Why? Well, because there's every chance that you'd be missing out on one or more additional scenes that could appear in or after the credits. Although such scenes have existed for many years, these days they're commonplace, and they can be very important. They can include fun Easter eggs, hints at things to come in the future of a franchise, unravel mysteries from within the movie you just watched, or simply extend the story of the same movie. For a variety of reasons, certain scenes of this nature have been extremely prevalent in the history of movie making. This video will take a look at some great examples. Here are 10 movies with game-changing post-credit scenes. Iron Man. As far as comic book movies are concerned, there was no bigger game-changer than Iron Man in terms of its post-credit scene. After Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark had revealed himself to the world as the franchise's armored hero,
I am Iron Man.
The credits rolled before Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury turned up in Stark's house to talk to him about the Avenger Initiative.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
That was back in 2008, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe is still going strong. It was Iron Man's post-credit scene that triggered the expansion of the entire franchise and let audiences know that there was a hell of a lot more to expect from the MCU, such as the assembling of the Avengers. The Avengers. When it comes to wow moments and credit scenes, none were more prevalent than the one fans were given in the middle of the credits of the Avengers. The main villain of the movie was Tom Hiddleston's Loki. He'd been aided by Alexis Denisov's mysterious The Other and the Chitauri army, but there had been hints about a more powerful being commanding them. In the mid-credit scene of the Avengers, that being was revealed to be none other than the Mad Titan Thanos. It was at that moment that fans of the MCU were made aware that he would be the big bad of the franchise, and that things were going to get crazy as a result. Thanos has since appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy and in the mid-credits scene of Avengers Age of Ultron, but he'll truly make his presence felt in the upcoming Avengers Infinity War movies. Of course, there was also a scene after the credits in which the Avengers were seen eating shawarma, a fun and unusual reference to a line Tony Stark had spoken earlier in the movie.
There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Captain America: Civil War. The single biggest movie event in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to date has been Captain America: Civil War. The movie saw two factions of comic book heroes fighting each other on the big screen for the first time, and it was a huge success both critically and commercially. Of course, that means the credit scenes had to be great, and both of them certainly delivered. Both Black Panther and Spider-Man were introduced in Civil War, and the two credit scenes led to their upcoming solo movies. Audiences were given a first glimpse of the spectacular fictional country of Wakanda, while Tom Holland's Peter Parker was shown at home playing with a high-tech spider gadget, suggesting that Spider-Man will be utilizing Stark tech in the franchise going forward. An exciting prospect indeed. Napoleon Dynamite. The post-credits sequence of the brilliantly funny and quirky Napoleon Dynamite is a full 5-minute scene that concludes a subplot from the movie itself. The marriage of Napoleon's brother Kip and LaFonda, played by Aaron Ruel and Chandrella Avery respectively. The scene shows the pair exchanging vows in an outdoor ceremony in Preston, Idaho. John Heater's Napoleon arrives late, riding a horse, claiming that it's a wild honeymoon stallion that he tamed himself.
I just got done taming a wild honeymoon stallion for you guys.
Kip then flicks LaFonda's garter as a keepsake towards Napoleon, Rico, and Pedro before he and LaFonda ride off across the fields. Finding Nemo. Disney and Pixar love to include Easter eggs and references to their other properties in their movies, but 2003's Finding Nemo had a cool little Easter egg of that nature after the credits rolled. Just after the special thanks section started scrolling on the screen, none other than Mike from Monsters Inc. swam across the screen and gave a look towards the camera, wearing a diving mask and snorkel. The idea of Disney and Pixar's characters inhabiting the same universe often excites fans, so this particular scene really made a lot of them smile.
Savvy.
Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. The most recent of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies ended with a post-credit scene that doesn't bode well for the franchise's lead character, Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow. The scene shows Angelica, played by Penelope Cruz, on the island Sparrow had left her stranded on. As she sits solemnly by the shore, a voodoo doll of Sparrow is washed up on the beach. She picks it up and smirks in a way that suggests her intentions with the doll could land her former lover in trouble. We'll have waited an unprecedented 6 years when 2017's Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales is released by the time we found out if that was indeed the case.
You believe in ghosts?
Fast 5. At the start of the previous movie in the franchise, 2009's Fast and Furious, everyone was led to believe that Letty, the character played by Michelle Rodriguez, had been murdered. However, after the credits rolled in 2011's Fast 5, a major reveal regarding the character occurred. Dwayne Johnson's Hobbs is given a file concerning the hijack of a military convoy in Berlin, in which he discovers a recent photo of Letty, revealing that she was actually still alive. She then went on to reappear in the franchise in 2013's Fast and Furious 6. House on Haunted Hill. House on Haunted Hill was a pretty terrible movie, but it made a pretty bold move with its post-credits scene. A lot of horror movies end on a relatively happy note, with the characters who died going unmentioned and the surviving characters having defeated whatever evil was afoot. House on Haunted Hill, however, opted to show two of the deceased main characters being tortured in the afterlife. The post-credits scene showed Jeffrey Rush's Stephen H. Price and Famke Janssen's Evelyn Stockard Price having terrible things done to them by the ghostly former patients of the mental asylum that the movie was set in. The dismal, glum, and frankly depressing ending probably contributed to the absolutely horrendous reviews.
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The iconic 80s movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off saw the titular character played by Matthew Broderick breaking the fourth wall on a number of occasions. Most notably, this occurred at the beginning and end of the movie, and the post-credits scene was the best example of it. After the credits had rolled, Ferris emerged from his bedroom wearing his dressing gown, expressed surprise that the audience was still in attendance, and told them to go home twice before returning to his room.
It's over. Go home. I can tell you one thing, and it's a bit of a secret.
Deadpool. In a hilarious throwback to the previous entry on this list, 2016's awesome Deadpool movie had a post-credits scene that paid homage to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ryan Reynolds' Merc with a Mouth emerged from the very same bedroom that Ferris Bueller did in his own post-credits scene, wearing the exact same dressing gown no less. Addressing the audience directly, Deadpool initially tells them that they don't have the money to tease any future movies, referencing Samuel L. Jackson's Iron Man cameo in the process.
You expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch?
Before returning to mention the fact that Cable would be appearing in the Deadpool sequel. Thanks for watching our list of 10 movies with game-changing post-credit scenes. Did you enjoy the video? Which other post-credit scenes really made an impact on you? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this one.